and I wrote this monologue about Bethany Hamilton, and I found her story very inspirational because even after a shark attack left her with only one arm, she pursued her dream of becoming a professional surfer. A flash of gray. That was all I saw before the next thing I knew, my left arm had been torn off. It was a warm and sunny day as I lay on my surfboard, floating atop the crystal clear waters of Kauai, Hawaii. I was with my best friend Alana, her dad and her brother for our daily morning surf. Everything was serene as we waited for the waves to pick up. Then it happened. My left arm was dangling into the water as I was relaxing on my surfboard, when suddenly, out of nowhere, a 15-foot tiger shark had taken almost my entire left arm and a chunk of my favorite surfboard with him. I was confused. How could this happen? Was it just a dream? Then I did the only logical thing, to start surfing back to the beach. On the way over, my vision started to get blurry, but I didn't dare stop. The whole time I was thinking, get to the beach, get to the beach. Please, God, let me get to the beach. When I finally did, I was surrounded by early morning beachcombers. My arm was bleeding badly through the gray rash guard that Alana's dad had given to me to wrap around the stub. Someone had called an ambulance, but even after it arrived and I was rushed inside, I still had to wait 45 minutes before actually arriving at the hospital. And the most frustrating part about getting there was the need to be patient. How could I? I felt like I was in the back of the ambulance forever. How was my family taking this? When we finally got to the hospital, I was sent right into the operating room. No one could talk to me, comfort me, see me, or even know that I was going to be okay. All my friends and family could do was wait and pray and believe that God had something bigger planned for me. After the attack, the operation, and the wound had healed, the first thing I wanted to know was, when can I surf again? And I know that sounds kind of crazy, because most people would be so traumatically scarred by such an event, they wouldn't even think about entering water again, going near it even. What if a shark came back for a second round? Well, it's the same kind of question for a snowboarding champion or a mountain climber. What if I fall? What if I lose my grip and come tumbling down? The thing is, the word if is in life, but that doesn't mean we should hold back. That doesn't mean our dreams are shattered just because bad things have happened to other people. If we love something that much, we should pursue it, no matter what the consequence. My first time back in the water with my surfboard felt amazing. I felt a rush, a surfer's high they call it. My first surf with one arm, it was something to celebrate. However, a voice at the back of my head said, "You can't do this. You can't surf with one arm." But then I caught my first wave, and even though it was small, all of the doubt had disappeared. And after a while of catching waves and standing up on my board, it became easier and easier. I couldn't believe it. I didn't have to give up my dreams of becoming a professional surfer. Things aren't completely back to normal for me, though. I still have to cope with having one arm, which means doing the simplest things like tying up my hair or making breakfast is a little bit more complicated than rocket science. And I also have to deal with people's stares, whether it's because I'm missing an arm or because I'm famous. And being famous can be really wearisome sometimes. Having microphones shoved in your face, being interviewed on events you don't want to relive. But then I open up a fan letter, and when I read about how that person was inspired by me, I realize that this is the biggest blessing out of this entire journey, to be an inspiration, to know that I'm helping people with their own hardships. Besides having a wonderfully supportive and loving family, I have a very strong bond with God. At the age of only 5, I decided to let Jesus Christ into my life. No one told me I should be a believer, and I don't think you should force someone to believe anything. My parents did read Bible stories to me and they sent me to Sunday school, but I sort of just believed. And it's so comforting to know that you can place all of your trust in God. God has given me the strength to pursue my dreams, and every time I catch a wave, I know that He is guiding me. So that's my story. I love waking up every day at the crack of dawn, just to catch the first blue waves. I love the smell of salt in the air and the beautiful rolling ocean. That is why I am a soul surfer.